The art of reinterpretation is not about changing the story, but about changing how we understand the story in the light of our current lives. Michael Abrams. Imagine a world where the wisdom of the past enlightens the path of the present. In this video, we dive into the transformative power of reinterpreting biblical events, exploring how ancient lessons can resonate deeply with our modern spiritual quests. Our journey will unravel the timeless stories of the Bible, revealing new insights that speak directly to our lives today. We're here to bridge the gap between historical religious teachings and the personal growth that you seek now. Expect to uncover practical steps, relatable examples, and transformative ideas that will renew your spiritual perspective and enhance your daily living. Let's start on this enlightening journey together, discovering the rich spiritual heritage that guides us toward a more profound understanding of ourselves and our world. Reinterpreting biblical events is not about changing the stories we've grown to know, but about uncovering fresh perspectives that resonate with today's world. This process allows us to look deeper into the ancient texts, finding meanings and applications that perhaps were overlooked before, or that have become more relevant due to societal changes. As our world evolves, so do our spiritual needs and questions. The reinterpretation of these sacred stories ensures that they are not just historical accounts, but living, breathing guides that offer wisdom and insight into the challenges we face today. Why is this necessary? Because spirituality is not static. It grows and shifts with each generation. By revisiting and reinterpreting biblical events, we ensure that the foundational spiritual texts continue to nourish and guide us, no matter the era. This practice keeps our spiritual dialogue vibrant and inclusive, making these age-old lessons accessible and applicable to everyone, regardless of their current life situation. This approach not only enriches our individual spiritual journeys, but also strengthens the collective understanding and the relevance of our shared spiritual heritage. In today's fast-paced world, ancient biblical events might seem distant and disconnected from our daily lives. Yet, when viewed through a modern lens, these stories reveal universal truths and solutions to contemporary issues. Take, for instance, the story of David and Goliath, a tale of overcoming seemingly impossible odds. Today, this story can inspire anyone facing their own giants, whether those are personal doubts, professional challenges, or social injustices. By reinterpreting this event, we can draw strength and courage to tackle our obstacles, no matter how daunting they may appear. Similarly, the story of the Good Samaritan teaches us about the power of kindness and compassion. In a world where division often takes center stage, this story urges us to extend a helping hand to those in need, regardless of their background or beliefs. The method of drawing these parallels involves looking beyond the surface to the underlying morals and virtues of these stories. By applying these timeless principles to modern scenarios, biblical teachings continue to provide profound guidance and insight, helping us navigate the complexities of modern life with wisdom and integrity. Starting your journey of reinterpretation can seem daunting, but it's simpler than you might think. Here are some practical, easy-to-follow steps to help you dive into the rich narratives of biblical events with a fresh perspective. First, approach these ancient texts with curiosity and an open mind. Allow yourself to question and explore beyond the traditional interpretations you're familiar with. This mindset is the foundation of meaningful reinterpretation. Next, actively engage with the material. Read different translations and commentaries, both old and new. This will provide you with a broader range of interpretations and deepen your understanding of the texts. Then, connect what you read to your personal experiences. Ask yourself, how does this story relate to what I'm going through? Or, what lessons can this teach me about my own life challenges? Making these connections will make the biblical events come alive in ways that are personal and relevant. Discuss your insights with others. Sharing interpretations can open up new avenues of thought and deepen your understanding. Whether in a study group, online forum, or with friends and family, conversation is a powerful tool for exploration. By following these steps, you'll find that the process of reinterpretation is not only approachable, but also incredibly rewarding, providing fresh insights and practical wisdom for your daily life. In reinterpreting biblical events, it's crucial to draw from a wide range of credible sources to ensure the interpretations are both profound and trustworthy. We rely on theological experts who have dedicated their lives to studying these ancient texts, understanding their historical contexts, and applying their teachings to modern-day scenarios. These scholars bring a depth of knowledge that is essential for a rounded and robust understanding of the Scriptures. Additionally, historical context enriches our interpretations by providing background on the social, political, and cultural conditions of the times when these texts were written. This context helps us grasp why certain events took place and how they were originally understood, which is vital when applying their lessons today. We also incorporate insights from contemporary scholarly works, including commentaries, academic papers, and books that explore various facets of biblical understanding. These works are peer-reviewed and widely respected, adding a layer of rigor to our interpretations. By weaving together these sources, expert opinions, historical context, and scholarly research, we ensure that the reinterpretations are not only engaging, but also deeply rooted in well-established knowledge. This approach allows us to provide interpretations that are both meaningful and credible, helping you connect with the biblical narratives in ways that are thoughtful and enriching. The journey of reinterpreting biblical events brings forth a cascade of practical benefits that can profoundly impact personal spirituality and everyday life. For instance, consider the story of Sarah, who, after delving into the parables of Jesus, found herself more capable of understanding and forgiving others. This newfound empathy transformed her relationships, fostering a sense of community and support she had never experienced before. Then, there's Michael, who revisited the story of Job. Amidst his own struggles with health and uncertainty, he drew strength from Job's perseverance and faith. This connection offered Michael a new perspective on suffering and resilience, leading to significant spiritual fulfillment and peace. By engaging in reinterpretation, individuals often discover an increased capacity for empathy, as these ancient stories encourage us to see the world through the eyes of diverse figures from the past. Understanding is another key benefit, as these narratives provide insights into human nature and divine providence, equipping us with the wisdom to navigate modern challenges. Many find that this practice enhances their spiritual fulfillment. Reconnecting with these texts in a personal and contemporary way allows for a deeper relationship with the spiritual dimension of life, enriching one's faith and providing a stronger sense of purpose and connection. Through testimonials like these, we see how reinterpretation not only enriches our understanding of biblical texts, but also empowers us to lead more compassionate, thoughtful, and fulfilled lives. Going through the delicate balance between tradition and modernity can often seem like a daunting task, especially when it involves deeply held spiritual beliefs. It's not uncommon for conflicts to arise when traditional interpretations of biblical events meet contemporary perspectives that reflect today's diverse and dynamic worldviews. To manage these potential conflicts, it's essential to approach reinterpretation with both reverence for tradition and an openness to new insights. This can be achieved by fostering a dialogue that honors the past while also exploring the applicability and relevance of these teachings in the present. When discussing traditional views, it is vital to acknowledge their foundational role in shaping beliefs and practices. At the same time, introducing modern interpretations can provide fresh lenses through which to view these ancient teachings, revealing new layers of meaning that are pertinent to current social and personal challenges. A respectful exchange of ideas allows for a richer, more inclusive understanding of biblical texts. Encouraging this kind of dialogue not only bridges the gap between old and new, but also enhances our collective spiritual journey. By valuing both historical and contemporary insights, we can create a vibrant tapestry of understanding that supports spiritual growth and connection in today's world. The power of reinterpretation can be seen in the lives of many who have found deeper meaning and connection through their renewed understanding of biblical stories. Consider Anna, a young professional who felt disconnected from her faith, viewing the stories of the Bible as distant and unrelated to her bustling, technology-driven life. Through a reinterpretation of the Psalms as expressions of raw human emotion rather than historical artifacts, she discovered a spiritual language that resonated with her own experiences of joy, sorrow, and hope. This connection revitalized her faith, making her spiritual practice a core part of her daily life. Then there's Jose, who grew up hearing the story of Jonah as a simple tale about obedience. As an adult facing the complex realities of maintaining his cultural identity in a predominantly different culture, Jose revisited the story. He saw Jonah's journey not just as a physical one, but as a metaphor for navigating personal and societal expectations. This new understanding gave him the courage to forge a path that honored both his heritage and his individual aspirations, deepening his faith in the process. These stories, along with countless others, highlight the transformative impact of reinterpretation. By connecting ancient wisdom with modern lives, individuals from various backgrounds find that these old stories have much to offer in their contemporary quests for meaning and spiritual engagement. Through their diverse experiences, we see a shared thread of renewed faith and enriched lives, demonstrating the universal relevance of these timeless narratives. In the area of spiritual exploration, inclusivity and respect are not just virtues, but essential practices. As we look into the reinterpretation of biblical events, it's crucial to remember that these sacred texts are cherished differently across various belief systems. Recognizing and honoring these differences is key to a respectful dialogue that enriches everyone involved. To engage effectively in discussions about reinterpretation without alienating different faith communities, start by listening actively. Understand that each person brings a unique perspective shaped by their cultural and religious backgrounds. When sharing new ideas, frame them as personal insights or interpretations rather than definitive truths. This approach encourages open exchange and mutual learning rather than confrontation. Acknowledge the sensitivity of religious topics. Preface discussions with a clear intention to explore and learn together, rather than to persuade or correct. Use language that is inclusive and welcoming, avoiding terms that might be seen as derogatory or dismissive of traditional beliefs. By following these guidelines, you create a space where diverse perspectives can coexist and where everyone feels valued. This respectful engagement not only broadens our understanding, but also deepens our collective appreciation for the rich tapestry of spiritual narratives that shape our world. As we conclude our exploration of reinterpreting biblical events for today's spiritual seeker, we've journeyed through understanding the necessity of modern reinterpretations, seen how ancient stories can profoundly impact our contemporary lives, and appreciated the value of inclusivity in our spiritual discussions. We've learned that by revisiting these timeless narratives, we can discover new meanings that are relevant to our modern challenges and personal growth. Now, I encourage you to start your own journey of reinterpretation. Look at the familiar stories through fresh eyes and see what new insights emerge. Whether you dive into scholarly articles, join discussion groups, or simply reflect on these stories in your personal study, there's a wealth of depth waiting to be uncovered. And if you found value in this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring more content like this to you and others who are seeking to deepen their spiritual understanding. Together, let's continue to explore, learn, and grow in our faith and understanding of these powerful, ancient texts.